All right, testing, testing, testing. If you guys can hear me clearly, type Y in the chat box. If you can hear me clearly, type Y in the chat box. Fantastic. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. As you see from the chat box, we have people logging in from all over the place, not just America, but also around the world. From the East Coast to the West Coast, Europe, from the Philippines. We have people in Japan, Canada, Australia. This is a worldwide opportunity, and thank you guys for joining us tonight. My name is Brandon Ivey. I'm a global power with Shopping Sherlock, and tonight we have a special presentation. This is a special Tuesday evening presentation. You guys know a couple of weeks ago we had a special guest on, Miss Laurel Langmeyer, the Millionaire Maker, and she not only was a guest on our webinar, but she's also one of our keynote speakers at our convention that's taking place in what, 9, 10 days from now. But we have another fantastic keynote speaker that you're going to hear from tonight. But what I like to do right now is shift this over to one of our only two diamond powers in the entire company, and his name is Mr. Chuck Williams. So Chuck, are you there?
Brandon, I sure am, and thank you very much. What an exciting evening we have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Not only do we have our CEO, Michael Weeder, who will be speaking in a few minutes. We got some exciting news from him. But we have Jim Britt is going to join us tonight. And like Brandon said, if you were with us last week, you heard directly from Laurel Langmeyer, the Millionaire Maker. Awesome, awesome job she did. She's going to be at our convention in Vegas. Also, we wanted to give you a sneak preview of Jim Britt. He's going to be there. And Brandon, let's go and play that short promo video, and I'll come back and introduce Randy Tate. Simply the best. Guaranteed results. This is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Weeder has done it again. He's brought us Laurel Langmeyer. He's bringing us Jim Britt. And it's really in fact, one of our own global power affiliates, Randy Tate. Randy is also world-renowned as a leader and trainer in the MLM industry. And I want Randy to take a few minutes to interview Jim Britt tonight. You're going to get to meet Randy, Jim. You're going to get to meet Laurel. You're going to meet Simon Brooks, Brandon Ivey, myself, and of course our CEO, all in just a couple short weeks in Vegas. Randy Tate, if you're able to hear me, let's take it away, sir.
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it. Yeah, we are really looking forward to this event. It's going to be fantastic. Second annual, Shopping Sherlock Convention that we've been able to attend, and we are lucky to have some really key speakers. We all heard Laurel last week come on and do her thing, and what she's going to be talking about. And Jim Britt is, I believe, Jim, are you on here with us?
I'm here, Randy.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, Jim Britt is, he's been talked about and praised, and, he was Tony Robbins' coach, for Pete's sake. The guy's, not only has he been around forever, we joke about, but he's literally one of the best trainers on how to make money and be successful in this business. So, Jim, can you give us a couple of minutes here and maybe highlight a little bit of what you're going to be teaching us and why these people that are on this call tonight, if they haven't bought their ticket yet, they need to get their butts to Vegas next week for this convention?
Well, at the convention, I'll be speaking about the 6 traits that all wealthy network marketers have in common. And, over the years, I've associated myself with a lot of people. I've been very successful myself in the business, inside and outside network marketing. I've done a lot of entrepreneurial ventures and made a lot of money. And And I know a lot of people who are very wealthy, millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, and and spending time with them and interviewing some of them even over the last few years, I discovered that really there's 6 traits that every one of them have in common. And in my opinion, if you apply these 6 traits, you cannot not be successful. It's just a given at whatever it is you want to accomplish. But on the other side of that, if you don't apply them, then your chances are slim to none as you drop each one of those off. So it's pretty exciting when you realize that they're pretty simple things too. They're not complex, and anybody can do it. I'm a 10th grade dropout, and if I had it to do over again, I'd have dropped out in the 8th grade. And it's it's pretty simple. If it's complex, I couldn't do it. So you'll be able to thoroughly understand, and believe me, I've been in the field where all of you are. My first year, I spent talking to 10 people a day before we had tools, before we had the internet or cell phones or anything else. And my first year, I failed miserably. But I did learn how to talk to people, 3,650 people minimum, and I had that many reasons to quit, but I didn't. And looking back on it, I see those traits in myself, and that's why I'm here today and doing what I'm doing today.
No, that's fantastic, and I've seen you speak several times, and I've done some interviewing with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing it as well, as I know Chuck and Brandon and Michael and everybody else is. Can you talk a little bit, just take a minute and talk to us about the industry and about the conventions and conferences, and when people go to these things, what's the reason they're going there? Can they expect if they've never been to one before? And what's the atmosphere like? And more importantly, what happens to people's businesses when they attend, and how do they come out of these things?
Well, I tell you what, there were 2 things that really turned my career around. One is that somebody sat down with me for a couple of hours and taught me what I was missing, what I was doing wrong, what I wasn't doing, some of the things. And then just shortly after that, I went to my first convention, and I'm telling you, it took my business to, it skyrocketed it. Literally blasted it off. And what you get there is at the convention, you get the information firsthand, you get to meet people, network, and maybe the ideas will come to you from the stage, maybe it'll come to you sitting in the lobby meeting with some top producer. But I remember one time I was sitting in a seminar, and a lady was up introducing, and she said, "Okay, we're having our convention." This was some company, I forget, but she said, "We're having our convention. None of you have to go. I'm going to go for you, and I'm going to bring back all the information." I said, No. It's like telling your kids you're going to go to Disneyland and tell them what it was all about. You can't do that. So I said, "You've got to go." My first one, I went. I had no money. I had no money for a hotel. I caught a ride on a plane with a guy that had his own plane. I got there with no money to eat, no money for a hotel room, and stayed for 6 days in Miami Beach. And it was the best 6 days of my life. So whatever you have to do to get there, if you've not already registered, get there, because it's invaluable. It's an investment in your business, whatever it takes. It's an investment in your business. So you have to be there if you're serious about your business.
Wow, that says it all right there. That's fantastic, Jim. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. So, Chuck, is there any other questions you'd like to ask Jim before we let him go? I know we took him out of his busy schedule to jump on here and share a few minutes with us about our convention. So I'm going to bring Chuck back. And, Chuck, if there's anything else you'd like to ask Jim, or otherwise we can let him get on with his evening.
Jim, I want to let you get on with your evening, but I just want to say how excited we are to have someone of your caliber coming to the convention. It really just puts it on a different plane. And thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us tonight, too, and we look forward to seeing you in Vegas. Thank you, Mr. Jim Britt.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you, Chuck.
Thanks, Jim.
Randy, I appreciate you doing that, buddy. Now we're going to turn it over to our CEO, Michael Weeder. And ladies and gentlemen, most of you know Michael, but for those of you that don't, he was literally a pioneer in the internet, having founded Online Expo in 1995. That's nearly 20 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. He's been at the forefront of this internet explosion. He's produced the Online Expo where he had like 10,000 people come and learn about companies like Yahoo, AOL, and Earthlink. Now, he doesn't take credit for the success those companies have had, but think about that. These companies had 10 by 10 booths in his expos. He's been rubbing shoulders. He's gotten to know the top leaders in this industry for a long, long time. He's also a leader in the network marketing industry, where he has put the seed capital into 2 or 3 different companies. He's put CEOs in place. So he knows the CEO ownership level of a network marketing company. He also is grounded in fundraising, online advertising. You combine all this experience, and you've got a man who right now is creating a legacy company. This convention is the tipping point for our company. He is extremely excited about what's going to be revealed, and he's going to be in Vegas. We're going to tell you a little bit about this in just a minute, where he's going to be in Vegas tomorrow night. And so what you want to do is exactly what I've been doing, is promote to everybody you know. Who do you know in Vegas, to get them in front of our CEO, Michael Weeder. So, Michael, why don't you go ahead and take a few minutes and share with us? We are so excited to see you in Vegas, sir.
Thank you, Chuck. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Great. Listen, I am also excited about having Jim Britt at our convention as well. You know, it really is, if you look at what's happening with our company, and again, you know, what Jim has talked about is the 6 traits of highly successful people. You know, when you marry the tools that you need to be successful, and the traits that you need to be able to be successful, and you marry that with an opportunity whose timing is perfect, just like ours in front of some incredible trends that are happening in the marketplace. That's really the formula to be able to change people's lives dramatically. And so we're really excited with Jim and with Laurel and some of the other training that you're going to get at the convention, along with the tools, the new tools that we're going to give you. We're going to be unveiling the Sherlock Saver 2.0. We've basically taken all of your feedback that you've given us about the Sherlock Saver. We hired a user experience expert, so we're going to be unveiling the Sherlock Saver 2.0. We've got new movies, marketing movies also, that we're going to be unveiling to be able to help you showcase and share the business and the opportunity. We've got, you know, besides that, we've also got the new retail program that we're also going to be unveiling, the Best in Social. We're excited about that. We've got basically a full schedule of new products, new relationships, new partnerships, new tools, as well as having, like I said, Jim Britt and Laurel help to really focus you on what you need to do to be successful. So all the pieces are coming into place. And they're coming into place after basically 19 months with this company. And when you look at it, you know, it's not only the opportunity and the trends and the opportunity with regards to e-commerce and mobile and the way that people are using the internet now, but it's also, if you look at our company and you look at the industry on the whole, you know, our company had a 28% growth rate month over month from September to November. 28% was the average growth rate that we had month over month. In December, we were down 7% in what has historically and traditionally been the worst month in network marketing. We were down 7%. In January, we crushed December by 61%. So far in February, we're 28% up over January. In network marketing, it's about getting with the right company as it's going into momentum and then hoping it becomes a legacy company. And that's what our goal is here. So I'm really, really excited about what we're doing. I'm excited to meet a lot of you for the first time at our international convention as well in Las Vegas. You're going to see more information about it, but if you haven't registered, you need to go in and register right away. And then for those of you that have registered, we're going to be filling in the details with regards to dress codes and everything else over the next couple days for you guys, so that you get a full idea of the agenda and the events and so forth. And then tomorrow, I am actually going to be in Las Vegas. As you can see there at the Alexis Park Resort, we've got a 7 o'clock business opportunity and an 8 o'clock quick start training for the groups that are building in Las Vegas. So if you know anybody in Las Vegas, please send them to the meeting. And then I will be there doing private meetings on Thursday all day Thursday and Friday morning. So if you know anybody in Las Vegas, that you want to try and get me in front of, please let me know. Send me an email and let me know, and I will do the best that I can to get in front of them. But the best bet is to send them to the business opportunity meeting as well. We are incredibly exciting. Chuck is right. It is going to be a tipping point for our company. And the tipping point really for our company, I think, is once you see the new tools, once you see the Sherlock Saver, and you get a full idea of what our plans are here in 2014, to give you guys the opportunity to be able to capitalize on these incredible trends that are happening worldwide on the internet and e-commerce and on mobile. I think we're going to change a number of your financial futures. We're going to dramatically impact it. It'll be a life-changing event for you. And I'm really looking forward to sharing with all of you. And the program is really coming together really nicely. I mean, just going to see Jim Britt and Laurel Langmeyer and hearing the knowledge that they have and the information that they have to share in and of itself, I think, is more than worth it. But when you combine the additional programs that we have and products that we're bringing out and tools for you guys, it makes it even more exciting. So I appreciate the time here tonight, Chuck. I look forward to seeing everybody in Vegas, and back to you.